For 18 long months, ghost lights were the only thing shining on Broadway, a single bulb surrounded by darkness in each of the 41 theaters. But out of that darkness comes light and energy that can be felt all over New York City. Broadway is back, and tonight the Tony Awards honors that resilience.
No matter your sin, you're welcome here.
It's Broadway's night to shine. After the Tony Awards were delayed for more than a year, the New York theater community is finally able to celebrate its own.
Gosh, our show has such a huge heart.
And more shows are opening every week.
Let me tell you a story. This show is a beautiful hybrid of a concert and a musical.
Theater fans are back in Times Square.
Theater is crucial to my life. It's crucial to New York City.
We just bought tickets for another 3 shows. What can make me feel this way?
Broadway is shining again. Hi, so glad you're with us. I'm Dana Tyler. This year's Tony Awards may be the most anticipated ever. The nominations were announced last October, and the results have been in since March. But finally tonight, the winners will be revealed as the theater district continues to reopen. 15 shows are now in performance. Nearly 24 are set to open by the end of the year. So it's the perfect time to celebrate the spirit of Broadway. We begin with a look at the 3 shows vying for one of the top awards, Best Musical. Jagged Little Pill, based on one of the best-selling albums of all time. A blockbuster film comes to life in Moulin Rouge, the musical. And Tina, the Tina Turner musical, follows the rise of the queen of rock and roll. CBS 2's Dave Carlin shows us why these 3 shows rose to the top. Dave.
The newly reopened Moulin Rouge the musical takes us inside a glitzy turn-of-the-century Parisian nightclub. It has 14 Tony nominations.
My name is Robin Herder, and I play Nini in Moulin Rouge the musical. This musical has everything in it that you want when you come see a Broadway show.
In acting categories, Moulin Rouge the musical is nominated for 5, including nods for both leads.
No matter your sin.
Broadway veteran Danny Burstein called this the most talented ensemble he's worked with.
I feel honored to be there representing the show.
Everything moves in a cinematic way.
Herder tells me a thrilling moment is being one of the Lady M's.
She said, hello, hey, Joe.
That's where the energy and the electricity in that theater, you can touch it. It's tangible. It's amazing.
Also up for Best Musical, and with 12 nominations overall, is Tina, the Tina Turner musical.
It's always such an honor to be recognized by your peers.
Nominations include 3 for the performers bringing a music icon's life story to the stage. Adrienne Warren, who plays Tina, Myra Lucretia Taylor, who plays Grand Georgienne, and Daniel J. Watts, who plays Ike Turner.
You don't realize how much you missed it until you hear it again for the first time. It'll be a true celebration.
The musical Jagged Little Pill, which uses Alanis Morissette's hit album as the source material, is about an American family spiraling out of control. And it has the most Tony nominations with 15.
I'm Sean Allen Krill, and I play Steve Healy in Jagged Little Pill. Our show has such a huge heart.
6 of Jagged Little Pill's performers are nominated. Actors handling weighty topics in a production described as tough, fierce, and heartfelt.
The show largely deals with sexual assault and opioid addiction. You're watching several people just really go through it.
The moment of catharsis in the show is this powerhouse rendition of You Oughta Know.
Realizing that the healing can only begin when we start talking to each other. Live and learn and grow.
So Moulin Rouge the musical is back. Tina, the Tina Turner musical, reopens October 8th. And Jagged Little Pill reopens October 21st. In the theater district, Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
So the day Broadway went dark was supposed to be opening night for Six, a new musical. But the 6 wives of Henry VIII kept their heads, and on September 17th, they were back on stage trying to set their stories straight.
history's about to get overthrown.
Broadway's Six are King Henry VIII's 6 wives, revealing their terror living in the House of Tudor, to the tune of a half-millennium later.
My name's Catherine of Aragon. Was married 24 years. I'm a paragon. First of all, it feels like a concert. Can I just say this show is a beautiful hybrid of a concert and a musical, and I'm like...
This is the 3rd Broadway show for Texas native Adriana Hicks, her first time originating a role. She plays King Henry's first wife, his brother's widow.
I think of her as a graceful warrior, but he was a jerk. It just didn't turn out well because they weren't able to produce a male heir, but still produced an heir nonetheless.
Each glammed-up queen, from Aragon to Catherine Parr, tries to prove she suffered more in her marriage to the notorious monarch.
Why did I lose my head? Well, my sleeves may be green, but my lipstick's red.
The king married his 5th wife, Catherine Howard, in 1540.
Vixen or victim? Oh, interesting. Yes, definitely victim. It's actually her history of sexual abuse from the time that she was 13 up until she was beheaded at 18 or 19. So she was a victim who was led to believe that everything was actually her fault, but that's absolutely not true.
Broadway newcomer Samantha Pauly sees her liberated queen as full of life, like a pop princess with a potential audience of 1,100.
There is no fourth wall. We are encouraging people to dance and sing along if they know the words, and it fuels us because we're able to see all of their excitement.
Sorry, not sorry about what I said.
Shut down for more than a year, rehearsals for the long-delayed Broadway opening started in August. Tony-winning producer Kevin McCullum couldn't resist the London hit, written by 2 22-year-old Brits.
In live theater, youth writing about the world they see is very different than the world I might see now. So I am always thirsty for those shows with new voices and new writers and ushering them into our culture that's called Broadway.
Vaccination verification and ID out, please.
Ticket holders are encouraged to arrive early to get online to show proof of vaccination. Along West 47th Street, fans eager for live theater respect the rules.
I just say thank you, taking care of themselves and keeping us safe too.
From being in a diverse cast to the retelling of the Queen's stories in their shining armor, the actresses say Six is an empowering story in their lives too.
I literally feel like I'm like a superstar, but then I'm like, no, Adriana, you're just Adriana. You're just going out there and having fun.
The fact that I am originating a principal role in a Broadway show is not something I ever thought that I would do. So we're just really, really excited to be back.
It's curtain up again at Hadestown, which won 8 Tony Awards in 2019, including Best Musical. CBS 2's Jessica Moore tells us about the 3 women who play key roles and about the musical's message.
Wait is nothing and the work is hard. It's a graveyard in Hadestown.
It's been a long road back for Broadway and members of the cast of Hadestown. But the atmosphere was electric on September 2nd, reopening night inside the Walter Kerr Theater. Hadestown is based on Greek mythology. It's the story of Orpheus and his journey to rescue his lover, Eurydice. Told by an ensemble cast that takes you to hell and back, from the workers underground, helping Orpheus find his way.
And I'm not alone.
To a trio of women known as the Fates.
They was always singing in the back of your mind. Everybody meet the Fates.
I've kind of termed my fate the fate of death. She's kind of cutthroat, usually has the last word, and we're just there kind of enjoying seeing how Orpheus and Eurydice, how they go on this path, already knowing what the outcome will be.
We sat down with all 3 Fates the day before performances resumed. Jewel Blackman is from Toronto and has been with this musical since the beginning.
There's something about the theater community here in New York that I feel really celebrates individuality and uniqueness.
Jessie Shelton is also a Hadestown alum who says live theater is vital.
As that comes back, it's uncertain, but it's never been needed more. I certainly went through my own ups and downs and rediscoveries over the course of the pandemic.
Marianne Torres is new to the cast. Torres says the musical's message resonates during the pandemic.
It's a message of hope, you know, about fighting together to create a better world. I think we need that right now, very much.
See, someone gotta tell the tale, whether or not it turns out well.
Orpheus may have had doubts on his trip to the underworld, but the lights are shining once again on Hadestown and on Broadway. In the theater district, Jessica Moore, CBS 2 News.
Next, the unmistakable harmonies of the Temptations will soon fill the Imperial Theater. We'll take you behind the scenes as the cast of Aint Too Proud rehearses those signature dance moves, which are keeping the costume department busy.
I ripped every pair of pants that I was in.
Also, a special Tony Award for rocker David Byrne, whose Broadway musical American Utopia is burning down the house.
It's an honor on a lot of different levels to be a part of one of those nominations, but to really just to be a part of the show was really the greatest reward, and the Tony nomination is the cherry on top.
These are my real people, you know, so it really means a lot.